Before the first lights twinkled on a fir tree in your living room, before the smell of gingerbread filled the air, a simple idea took root in the hearts of ancient peoples. Even in the deepest, coldest part of winter, life can persist. In lands blanketed by snow, evergreen trispines, firs, spruces clung to their needles. For many ancient communities, these evergreens became a powerful symbol, a living promise that spring would come again. They offered hope, hope of rebirth, hope of survival. That simple act of revering evergreens in the dead of winter would eventually bloom into one of our most beloved holiday traditions, the Christmas tree. In early societies across Northern Europe, the winter solstice brought fear and uncertainty. The days were short, food was scarce, and the darkness felt endless. And yet, for people who lived close to nature, the evergreens stood as living witnesses to the resilience of life. In ancient Rome, during the mid-December festival of Saturnalia, homes and temples were decorated with evergreen boughs. This was a celebration of renewal, fertility, and the coming of brighter days. The Romans used greenery to brighten their homes and mark a moment of joyous escape from the winter darkness. Further north, in the misty forests of Celtic lands and Norse territories, ancient Druids and pagan worshippers also revered evergreens, along with holly, ivy, and mistletoe. These plants weren't just decorations. They were believed to hold protective powers, warding off evil spirits and illness during the bleak midwinter. The evergreen became a powerful symbol of life, enduring the darkness. Still, while evergreen decorations were common in many ancient winter rituals, none of these communities had a Christmas tree as we know it today. That evolution would take centuries, blending Christian theology with local customs. The direct ancestor of our modern Christmas tree emerged in medieval Germany. During the late Middle Ages, pious Christians began bringing a paradise tree, often a fir or spruce, into their homes on December 20th, the feast day of Adam and Eve. These trees were decorated with apples, symbolizing the forbidden fruit from the Garden of Eden, and wafers, alluding to the biblical story of original sin and redemption. Over time, this custom spread among German Christians. The paradise tree shifted from a religious prop to a domestic fixture. By the 16th century, records show that Christians in what is now Germany were already using decorated evergreen trees in their homes for winter celebrations. One of the earliest documented cases is from 1539, when a decorated tree was placed in the Cathedral of Strasbourg. This suggests that Protestants played a key role in embedding the tree into Christian tradition. Legend has it that the Protestant reformer Martin Luther was so moved by the sight of stars twinkling through evergreen branches that he brought a fir tree home and placed candles on its branches to mimic the starlight. While this is likely more folklore than fact, it highlights the symbolic power people saw in evergreens, a representation of Christ as the light of the world. Over time, candles, and later electric lights, would become one of the defining features of the Christmas tree. Through the 17th and 18th centuries, the custom of decorating Christmas trees gradually spread across German-speaking Europe. At first, decorations were modest: apples, nuts, and small sweets. Sometimes, just sprigs of evergreen were hung in homes to guard against evil spirits and welcome the promise of spring. In rural communities, bringing greenery indoors during the darkest part of the year remained a practical gesture of hope. The traditions spread beyond Germany really took off in the 19th century. In Britain, it gained royal approval through Queen Victoria and her German husband, Prince Albert. An illustration published in 1848 showed the royal couple and their children gathered around a decorated tree at Windsor Castle. This image captured the public's imagination, and suddenly, what was once a German custom became a fashionable holiday trend among the British upper and middle classes. As people migrated, so did their traditions. German immigrants carried their holiday customs across the Atlantic. The earliest Christmas trees in America appeared in the 1830s in German-American communities, but it took a few more decades for the tree to become widely accepted. Some early American settlers, especially Puritans, rejected the tradition as pagan or frivolous, but as cultural attitudes shifted and Christmas itself became more broadly celebrated, the Christmas tree settled firmly into American homes. By the 1870s, it was a widely recognized festive symbol. Throughout the 19th century, the decorations evolved. Wax candles gave way to beautiful glass ornaments manufactured in German workshops. Tinsel, strings of popcorn, and handmade paper chains added color and sparkle. In the United States, commercial ornament production began in earnest by the 1890s. Electric lights followed soon after, transforming the tree into the glowing spectacle we know today. But the Christmas tree wasn't just a decoration, it was a powerful symbol. For Christians, the evergreen branches came to represent eternal life through Christ. The lights symbolized Christ as the light of the world. The star or angel placed on top echoed the Star of Bethlehem or the angels who announced Jesus' birth. For others, the tree retained echoes of its ancient meaning, a reminder that even in the darkest season, life endures and hope remains. In many parts of the world today, the Christmas tree has transcended religious boundaries. It's a cultural icon as much as a religious one. In secular homes, it's a center of festive joy, a gathering place for family and memories. In homes of faith, it continues to serve as a representation of spiritual hope and renewal. In both cases, it connects modern celebrations to ancient traditions. The story doesn't end there. In the 20th century, public Christmas trees became a phenomenon. Cities erected enormous firs in central squares, lighting them up as focal points for holiday gatherings. These public trees created a sense of communal warmth and shared festivity. Events like tree lighting ceremonies became symbols of unity and hope. Modern concerns have added new layers to the tradition. The demand for live trees raised environmental questions. Some people champion real trees, which are biodegradable and can be replanted, while others prefer reusable artificial trees for convenience. What began as a modest fir adorned with apples now exists in countless forms, color-changing, flocked, and even upside down. Yet, the emotional core remains the same. The Christmas tree continues to evolve. Families personalize it to reflect their identity, combining religious symbols with secular decor, cultural heritage with modern style. In countries far from its Germanic birthplace, people have adopted the tree as part of a global holiday culture, sometimes integrating local materials and traditions. The journey of the Christmas tree from pagan evergreen boughs to a glowing holiday centerpiece shows how traditions adapt, blend, and endure. What began as a way for ancient communities to hold on to hope in the darkness became a practice that brings light, joy, and togetherness every December. So tonight, as you gaze at a decorated tree, remember, you are part of a story that stretches through forests, faiths, and centuries. It's a story of light in darkness, of life enduring the cold, and of our shared humanity celebrating hope. And that's a tradition worth cherishing. Thanks for watching, and happy holidays. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories behind our favorite traditions.